Mobile phones, don't lose them without this on.
Whoa, yes, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Wait, Mr. Postman.
My name is Philip Norman Bradley, and welcome to my Australia, my home, Snail Mail Club. Now, let's take my hat off for a start because it's a bit hot with this on. So I'll put that aside. Welcome. This is my first video I'm making of my Australia, my home, Snail Mail Club. I hope I don't bore you while I do this, but what I want to show you today is how I've set up my Snail Mail Club, why I've set up my Snail Mail Club, how hopefully you might be able to set up your own Snail Mail Club. So let's start with who am I? I am an artist, Philip Norman Bradley, and I've been painting some pictures over the last couple of years. This is an example. This is the tea towel I've printed them on of my pictures. Australia, my home. And even though I have a North Yorkshire accent from England, the reason for that is because I was born in Australia, Katara, in 1961. I'm 65 now. And my parents were 10-pound Poms, and we lived in Wallsend in New South Wales, Wallsend, for the first 4 years of my life. And then they took me to Great Britain, to North Yorkshire. 7 kilometres down the road from where Captain Cook was born, in the village of Martin. And he schooled in Great Ayton, served his apprenticeship in Staithes, and sailed from Whitby to discover the east coast of Australia. Now, I was born in Australia, I have an Australian passport, I'm Australian by birth. And I have returned 4 years ago, returned sleeping on the streets of Nelson's Bay at the age of 61 to Australia. Homeless, lost everything. I used to own a Rolls Royce. I had houses and money, a successful plumbing business. But 2008 came finally, the crash and everything. I was a nail in the coffin, I lost everything. And I ended up homeless. Long testimonies, but I'm back in Australia now. And I thank the Lord because He's provided me with a beautiful life here, and I thank Australians and the government of Australia for getting me back on my feet in my land where I was born. I grew up in North Yorkshire. It's a beautiful place. It really is. If ever you go to England, go to North Yorkshire. Make sure you spend about a week there and visit the waterfalls, the ruins of old castles. York itself needs 4 days. If you ever go to York, split it in 4 quarters and spend 1 day in each quarter. There's so much to see. But I grew up near Whitby in North Yorkshire, and it's an old whaling village, old whaling town. And just to show you how we are different today than we were only 200 years ago, when Captain Cook sailed from Whitby to discover the east coast of Australia, where I was born and I've returned, is that if you go in the back alleys of Whitby, you'll find the doorways only about 5 foot tall. That's how big we were years ago. Only 5 foot tall. I think I'm 5'9" last time, or 5'8". I'm shrinking now. Anyway, I'm here to tell you about my art. At the moment, this is the latest one I'm doing on the Centre Point Tower in Sydney, which I believe it's called something else now. It used to be called the Centre Point Tower years ago. So I started drawing pictures like these. Now my technique is, because I can't draw, really I can't. It was a struggle. Paint, can't paint. Pencils, no. But I love chalk. But that wasn't working. Pastels. That didn't work until I did something. I got these cards, which are black, and then I painted them with blackboard paint. Because the blackboard paint left a grain on the as the brushstroke, and then the pastels would pick up on that grain, and it would thicken and deepen the colours. And that's what I've got here now. This is my these pastel drawings, and so I did a number of pastel drawings, and that's an example of Ayers Rock. I did, or as it's called, Uluru, because I have stickers on the back of the pictures. I'll show you some of these pictures later. Anyway, what is the Snail Mail Club? Well, today it's very difficult to sell your art. You're not only trying to sell it to the public, but you're trying to find in that public people who like art. So I started drawing pictures. I've got 24 pictures of them. A collection of 24. There's another one. That is Whitsunday Island, Whitehaven Beach, Queensland. And I kept drawing and drawing, and I drew about 24 pictures, all about that size, a foot by foot, 300 mil by 300 mil. Anyway, one day I was led by the Lord. I'm not religious. I just have faith in my Lord. I'm not religious. Don't switch off because, oh, this man likes the Lord. He got me where I am today, so I'm not going to preach to you. Right. I was led to box up my 20 pictures, 21 pictures here, into a nice shoebox. I decorated it in white paper and everything, and I stuck a picture on top. 20 of them fitted inside. That was one on top. And I gave it to an MP, Pat Conroy, and asked him would he give it to the Prime Minister. A couple of weeks later, I don't have a television. I spend a lot of time on YouTube studying. But I went to see a neighbour, and while I'm talking with her, talking to her about an hour, her TV was on, but on silent. My head turned to the TV, and there was Mr. Albanese marrying his partner. He got married that day. And I realised, wow, he's got married. And I was led to give him this and wrap it up in white. That's a wedding present. So Mr. Albanese and his partner got the wedding present. Pictures. All in frames. Pinnacles. All in frames. This is Broome. Broome. And I was really pleased to send him a present, a gift. But sadly, I never heard from his wife to say thank you for them. I thought they might write, you know, when you get all your wedding presents, you write to the people who gave you them to say thank you, and thank you for coming to the wedding up. But one day afterwards, anyway, I had to phone the office, the local Labour Council office, and I mentioned who I was. And they were thrilled to speak to me because they told me that they'd actually looked at all the presents, because I didn't seal the top of the box. I just put the lid on top of the box. I put a letter inside for Mr. Albanese as well. And so they took the photographs, they painted the prints out of the shoebox and looked at them, and they all thought they were absolutely lovely. I was so flattered that they enjoyed the pictures, and they knew who I was. So, but it was sad that Mrs. Albanese didn't write to me to say thank you for the gifts. I did say to them that if they don't like the paintings, pictures, could they put them in maybe Parliament along the wall? Because I call them my Australia, my home collection. Because even though I grew up in North Yorkshire, which is beautiful, I love my home Australia. It's got so much diversity, so much beauty. And from what I remember from 40 years ago when I first returned to Australia in 1981, I didn't last 5 minutes. The Australians were totally different to me. I was brought up in North Yorkshire. I was 20, 21. And over here, the Australian men, they wore shorts and drank long beers. Well, I wore long trousers and I drank shorts. I was chalk and cheese with them. I couldn't handle it. So I went back to England. And but 40 years ago, it was so different. It was so wonderful. The Aussies had now what is Mike? They all had this really relaxed attitude, fun. They went to the beach, they partied. It was a life, I always said, it was good for being single, because you can party and go to the beach and have a wonderful time camping and going all over the place. Or being married with children. Great family place to live and grow up in because of the weather. Now, sadly today, I've returned in 2022, as I say, sleeping on the streets. Because I was led by the Lord to come back to Australia, although I had no money. Shown what to do, and the Australian government paid for my ticket to return to Australia. But I was sleeping on the streets in Nelson's Bay. And I thank the people, the businesses of Nelson's Bay, especially the post office. I really thank the post office because when you're when you're homeless, sleeping on the streets, the post office allow you to use their address to help you with your driver licenses and Medicards and things like that. So they don't do that in England. But I'm grateful to the staff at Nelson's Bay Post Office, especially one lady. Her name begins with M, I think. I can't remember what it was. 4 years ago, I did go back just last year and saw them. They were so pleased to see me and how well I've been doing. And and the charity shops that helped me gave me some blankets and clothes and suitcase to carry them all in with wheels and sleeping on the streets. Cut a long story short, I was led by the Lord to come on a 48 bus down to Belmont North and I got off the bus and I looked at this unit. I said, I wouldn't mind living in something like that, Lord. And 5 or 6 weeks later, in a housing crisis, they put me in that exact same unit. And that's all I'm going to. I don't preach Jesus, I just testify of his good work in me. Amen. So, here we go. Now, why have I set up the Snail Mail Club? Because it is difficult to sell your work today. Years ago, I made a novelty card. Thank you. And it was a postcard with a condom stuck to it. And it was called the Condomgram. And I had a cartoon character called Condom Clive. Cute little character. And I launched him in 1987. And I went around England selling them in my little mini. And the first half day, I sold 3,000 cards in the first half day. Also got a parking ticket. But then I went over from Blackpool. That was Blackpool. Then I went over to Scarborough and I met a man. Seaside Supplies. I forgot his name now. Seaside Supplies, and he said, "Sell them to me. Let me be the distributor, and I'll sell them around the country." So I did. I ended up selling about 30,000 cards in the first year. But then that was 1987, 88. Yeah, I think that was it. And everyone was asking for me for the pictures of Condom Clive, t-shirts, mugs, hats, and all that lot, because they really liked it, the character that was on that made the joke. But the crash occurred, 1989 crash occurred, so that just put everything in the bin. I started my plumbing business, but then years later I ended up with Rolls Royce houses and money. Not because plumbers charge a lot, it's because I did a lot of work. And one thing while I'm at it, I want to tell Australia this. I want the Australian government to take note, and if I was in power, the first job I would do is I'd give everyone their birthday off. I used to give my staff their birthday off with pay. Why? As a thank you for them working for me and making my life a nightmare. I deal with them staff, but I loved them. I did love my staff. but they can't see love. But I gave them their birthdays off with pay because it was just one of those beautiful things. I thought how I could just repay them for working for me. Now, speaking that, I'm back in Australia now, and I'm starting my Snail Mail Club. I want to bring a bit of love back in because I'm going to give lots of this away for free, and this is what it's all about. Because today, from 40 years later, from when I first tried to come back home to live here, today I see the hearts of many people, angry, bitter, hatred because of fellow man. Hatred because someone has a different opinion to theirs. And it's very sad. And the children today at schools, colleges, universities, etc., they're being trained and taught up to be hated, to hate people, to despise people, to judge people. I've got a warning for anyone who hates other people, who judges other people. The Lord will judge you. And your punishment will be greater in this life and the next. Right. Anyway, less of that. Now, so where do we start? What am I going to give away for free? Well, at first, when I created my artwork, I started to make these key rings up. Keyring packs. And I'd walk around with them. Here's some in my pocket. And I'd just give them away to people. But what are they? Well, I designed my artwork, old man alert here, try to open this plastic packet. If you struggle to open this packet, just go, it's open. Anyway, right. You get a key ring. This is a picture of Whiskey Rocks on this key ring. And on the back it says, I'm lost, open for reward. And what you did, you opened it up when you got it, and you put your details, you put your phone number in. Your phone number and your name, that's all you need to do, or email address. And if you lose your keys, someone will open it for a reward. I'm lost, open for reward. And they'll open it and see your number and text you and let you know they found your keys for you. Now, I first did this in the 90s, but we did it differently then because we didn't have mobile phones. So we had a key fob printed with an identity number stamped on the back. Every key fob had a different number. And if anyone was lost, they send it to the office with ID, the number, and contact the people. So we found your keys and send it back to them. And the person who found the keys and sent it in would get a leather fob with this lovely disc printed on it. It was called Key Safe UK. And the first 3 weeks after I launched it, a massive, I'm not kidding you, must have been about 20 keys on it. Massive bunch of keys came to the door, found lost on the golf course 230 miles away. I was living in Bedfordshire at the time, which is about 230 miles away from that golf course. And when I looked at the number, it turned out to be my father's. I phoned him up and said, Dad, have you lost your keys? Oh, have you got them, son? He said, I've been waiting on that key ring. I was hoping they would come in. A week later, I found his keys. They were found and sent in, and he lost them on his golf course. And he was so relieved because to replace 20 keys, add it up yourself. And the locks. So, this I give away. So you don't lose your keys. Well, you can lose your keys, but someone can phone you, text you back or phone you and let you know they found them. Also, you got inside this pack, we've got loads of packs here, you got inside the pack a card. And that will go in your wallet. It's very tiny because people don't like cluttering their wallets or purses with cards, so it's tiny. But you put your phone number on. So if you lose your wallet or purse, many people are honest. And they see the card, phone number, they'll text you and say, we found your purse for you, or your wallet. Here's my keys. Then I stuck a sticker in as well, a sticker. And you take the sticker off, peel it off, and you stick it on your phone. And put your email address. Your email address, or someone else's phone number that you trust. Not your own phone number, because you've lost your phone. But the sticker will go on your phone. So if you lose your phone, someone can text your friend to say they found the phone, or email you. How is that? Wonderful. How many people watching this have lost their telephone? I met a lady, an old lady who's lost 2 phones. So I gave her the sticker. Hopefully, most people are honest. They'll return it. They will if they know how to. But if you lose your phone, they can't get into it. They can't find out who owned it. This is my spare phone. An old phone, actually. Because my phone I'm using at the moment to record. Now, you can stick a sticker on your iPad. So if you lose your iPad, or, hey, on your laptop. If you lose your laptop, stick a sticker on. And on these stickers are my artwork. With Australia, comma, my home. Because I want you all to know Australia is our home. All our home. It's where we're born. We are one nation today. And if we want to look back 200 years ago and have an argument, look back 4,000 years ago. Because it was a flood. Noah's flood. Drowned every single person in the world except Noah, his wife, 3 sons, and daughter-in-law, who carried on our humanity from an evil world with hatred, bitterness, and anger. And even the Aboriginal people, especially on Moneybung Hill in Slip End and Spears Point, New South Wales, speak of a massive flood. That their rainbow serpent, oh, the serpent in Genesis, the devil, the rainbow serpent carved out all the land. Why am I telling you this? Because 4,000 years ago, the world was destroyed by God. Because we all were angry. Our hearts were hardened against God. But the point I'm making is we are born on the land that we're born on. And it's our home. So I painted this collection of paintings because it's my home, that I haven't lived here all my life. Because of circumstances, since the age of 4 years old, my parents returning to England, the £10 pound, and ended up growing up in England and missing my friends and that when I was 20. And a young lady I missed as well. I came back more. And then because I ended up with my own plumbing business, I was trapped. It was my livelihood. I couldn't leave England to live in Australia. I could only visit for holidays because my mother still lived in Australia, and my brother and sister too. But I just couldn't until I lost everything, and then I've returned. So I'm not very well. I'm on a sickness pension, a partial blockage in the artery. Very weak. I can get very weak. Well, I started painting these paintings because, I was led by the Lord, paint the painting. So I thought I'll do something. I like to, I used to play the piano when I was 20. I taught myself the piano. I can't do it now. Lost all the songs. I struggle like that. But I try. I give it a go. I'm doing at the moment Romeo and Juliet. So I put them on key rings. I put my pictures on key rings, on stickers and cards, and I started giving them away. And people really enjoyed them. They absolutely are so grateful. And just to let you know, the sticker, it is paper, sticky paper, it sticks on. But when you stick it on, do put some sellotape over it to waterproof it. I did think of printing on glossy paper, but then it's difficult to write on. Ink rubs and smudges. So I thought, okay, paper, stick it on, put a bit of sellotape over the sticker. Gives it a bit of waterproof and just helps it. Right, sorry, I've got my list here. What am I talking about? Welcome. Yes, I've done that. Amen. Now, so I made a little video. I put it on YouTube, and I spent a lot of money pushing it out because they don't get seen unless you pay. To give away my keyrings to everyone in Australia who wants them, and stickers. Also, I have prints, 6x4, 100 by 150 mil prints. And what you do is, information, by the way, if you write to me, I'm going to show you how to write to me. You'll get an information sheet on this month's print. Because there's 24 to print. There's 24 months to get these prints. And you've got information inside, tea towel there, where to get your keyrings, where to get your picture frames, and a little blurb about me. And what you get for free, and what you can get for family if you want to support my work. So, you get your picture frame, and I'm just going to take this one out for a moment. You can get these picture frames from Spotlight, that's where I get them from, but you can get the frames from the Chinese shops, or you can get the frames from Target or Big W. So you get one of these for free, right? It's a mini print of my artwork. And you put it in a picture frame you buy. Now these picture frames cost about $2 each. Absolutely wonderful. Wood, glass. I don't post them because the postage would be too expensive for a start off, and the glass could break. So you just nip down the road next time you're in Woolies or Target or Spotlight and pick up some 3 for $6, up to $6, or $5 to $6. 3 picture frames. Ooh, that's a very good price, I tell you now. You can order online as well. So you put it in, there we are, and you can hang that on the wall. And every month you can collect for free one of the next month's pictures. Broom, Cockburn Range waterfall, Flinders Rock. Oh, this is a nice one. Horizontal Falls, Kimberley. Champagne Bay, Tasmania. Oh, this is a nice one. I picked up this one myself. Rock Formation, Kangaroo Island. The Pinnacles. That's a nice one. I like that. Very deep in colour. Oh, this is a nice one. Murray River. All drawn by myself. I thank the Lord. Whiskey Bay, Beach Rocks. Oh, Canola Fields. Oh, this is nice. Cradle Mountain. That's in Tasmania. And of course, Three Sisters, which is this month's July. This first July month's picture print. Warners Bay, Sunset. And what's this one called? Daintree River. Anyway, that's it. I've got a few more, but I just wanted to show what you can collect now. Every month for free, you can collect these. Go down, get yourself 3 pictures, and you can stick them on the wall. You can stick them in your bathroom wall. You can stick them on your hallway. You can stick them in the kiddie bedroom. Collect them, 24 pictures for free. How much would that cost if you bought them in the shop? Now, I'm going to tell you how to get them for free. So you're going to collect over the next 2 years 24 pictures. And the beautiful thing is I've designed this for the school kids. So they can collect. And on the back, you get a sticker. You get a sticker to put on the back of your photograph, your print, explaining where it is. And hopefully it'll show the children a beautiful Australia. Schools, contact me. Colleges, universities, contact me. You too can collect these. Put them on your walls, in your offices, in your hallways. Now, what else do you get? So, you get an info slip. That's what you get, an info slip with a picture on to write your details. You can buy the key rings from the local Chinese shop or Big W or something. On the leaflet, as I say, it tells you they're about 4 key rings for $5. That's where I started getting them. Or newsagents, they sell them for about $1 each. Newsagents, the key rings, the newsagents are made in Australia, but they're smaller and thicker, so they're a bit tight for the slip to go in. Now, so you get your sticker, you get your slip, you get your card to go in your wallet. Then you get your picture print to go in your picture frame that you buy, the leaflet, and you get a birthday card. When you buy a birthday card, it can cost up to $7. Free. It's a universal card. Birthdays, engagements, any retirement, you can write to everyone. On the back, it shows you where it came from. 3 sisters. And you get an envelope with it as well. So, this is what you get. This is what you get. This is what you get for free. Oh dear, just got my sticker. This is what you get for free. It goes in the back there. Every month, your children, grandmas and granddads, they can all get these for free. I'm dropping out my hand. Oh, where else can you get that? How do you get it for free? You send me an envelope with your name, address on it. I may have to reverse this picture, I think. And put a $1.70 stamp on it. Okay? So you put your name, address on there, and your zip code, $1.70 stamp. You put that on there, fold it up, put it in another envelope, and then post it to me. Philip Norman Bradley, Unit 10, 71 Old Belmont Road, my studio, and postcode, etc., Australia, and a stamp on that too. Put a $1.70 stamp on that as well. Post that to me. I will open the letter, take out your envelope, put in a universal card, birthday card, gift card, a picture, a print for you to put in your frames and collect 24 of them. All your kiddies can do this. A slip for your keyring to go in, a sticker, and a card with an envelope, which I'll have to fold to fit in. And information slip, because that's important. Then I post that back to you, so you get it all for free. Do that every month before the 20th of the month. And then the following month, from the first week of the following month, you'll get the next print, the next keyrings, inserts, cards, and stickers for your other equipment, your property. Do you understand that? If you don't, please just play the video back again. And that's how that works. And hopefully, thousands of you will send your envelopes in schools, colleges, universities, children, grandmas, granddads, aunts and uncles, mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters. Send them in for your family, for your friends. Let them enjoy it. Tell them about it. Now, why is a leaflet important? Well, I'll just give you a tiny bit of blurb about, Three Sisters. But it shows you what you get for your first membership, for your free membership. Just has a list of what you get. Well, I've just shown you there. And a thank you from me. But there's a family membership as well. And the family membership, is comprising of 5 universal birthday cards and envelopes. That can add up to, $35 to buy birthday cards. So these are universal cards. You get 5. You get 10 plastic keyrings. Because now this is an offer for families to help support my art and my project, the Snail Mail Club. And as I'm on a sickness benefit, to help me get off my sickness benefit, because I don't want to be a burden to the Australian tax people. I'd like to be self-employed again, as I was for many, many years. And hopefully your support by getting the family packs sent to you every month for $20. And also I'll talk about the tea towel later. That you'll get, because you're paying that, you're going to get postage and packaging with it as well. You don't have to send an envelope in, don't do anything, you just get, I'll do the postage and the packaging and everything in that $20, which takes about 25% of the $25, believe me. And I send you 10 keyrings. You will get 10 keyrings. I will buy them for you and send them to you. Because the postage is going to be a bit more expensive. It can go in about, because the post office only allow, and this is a recommendation to you, if you get, when you collect your keyrings, and listen, you've got too many left over, don't post them in the mailbox with a $1.70 stamp. Don't go there. I did a test. I stuck it in, and because it told me it only allows 2 millimeter thickness. And so I thought, well, it's just pushing it. I'll see. I think it was about 3 millimeter or maybe 2.5 millimeter thickness by the time it was in the envelope. So I put it in and it came back smashed, because it goes through a roller, and it crushed it, tore the envelope. It came back in a plastic bag with an apology from the post office. So I know you cannot send keyrings, these plastic keyrings, you can't send them to the post for $1.70. You've got to pay the next high one up, $3.40. So you're paying $3.40. So that's why I decided I'll tell you about that for $5. You get 4. $3.40 to post one, you buy 5. So anyway, just to let you know, don't post single keyrings. But so you get 10 plastic keyrings sent here, because I'm paying a dearer price to send them back to you. You get 10 information slips. Well, where are they? You get 10 information slips. You will get, this is the free print card for your photo, what's that called? Photo frame. Old man alert. But you get the plain one. If you get it for free, you get a plain card. If you become a member, you're going to get 5 embossed cards. It's printed on embossed card. This is quite an expensive art card. And I thought, I want to make it nice. I want to make it to look like it's more of a painting. It's a print, but it goes on an embossed card. So it looks much nicer, believe me. You'll get 5 of them. You'll get 5 the other ones in there. You'll get 5 cards, universal cards, every month with envelopes. And they'll come like this. So they'll come in the envelope like this, and then you just hold it together carefully, pinch, and on the back slide your finger with your nail. There we go. There's your card. So you get 5 of them. You get your cards. You get 10 of them because you're a family, and you get 10 stickers as well. And you're getting, you're getting 10 inserts. The information on the back. So you get your envelopes, your inserts, your cards, your stickers, your universal cards, 5 prints, so 5 members of your family, the children, can all have collect the pictures and put them in the frames, so they have a nice collection for life. And you get your leaflet as well with more information about me. What else am I showing you? And the beautiful thing is you get one of my stamps. I printed it with a stamp. So what you do is I peel it off. Oh dear, I've got to cut them. Yeah, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, well, anyway, I peel it off. I haven't cut them in the size yet. I peel my stamps off, right? And then I will stamp it on the back there. And that's what they look like. I'll take a photograph of it. I'll stick it up later. And you get that on the back of your envelope. I might be sticking some of these on as well. Small ones on the back of the envelope as well. So people can see it's a Snail Mail Club. It's all for fun. It's all for fun. And I'm hoping also, possibly I'm thinking about, I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you think I'll make a nice t-shirt with stamps all over the t-shirt like that? Showing pictures? Because I thought about this as well. You can get these metal camping cups. I've had one myself, you know. When I was a cabin boy, my first job when I was 16 was a cabin boy making tea for a British steward for an industrial painting firm. And we used to have these tin cups, and they're very cheap, because the problem when you buy printed cups, because I bought one, I printed one with one of my artworks on $40 odd. Wow. But these are about $6. I think you can get them for $6, and you can print these lovely stickers that go on the cups, and you put it on, then you peel it off, and it won't wash off, dishwasher proof. And I thought about that, having these made and sticking them on the mugs, and sticking little stickers, the tiny stickers like this on the mug, that you can have the mug, collect a set of 6 or whatever you want, 24. And so I thought about that, and as I say, t-shirts. Let me know what you think, any ideas you have. Please comment, let me know any ideas where we can, it's a family show, by the way, so I want some proper answers, because the Lord will answer you back. But any ideas where we can stick these and make products for you that you would like to receive or buy. You won't get them for free because it's too much expense. So without going on waffling, which I have been, I'm going to show you how to make, how to do a snail mail club. You're going to watch me if it's successful or not. If it's successful, I'll rebuke that in Jesus' name. It will be successful. The Lord promises that He'll prosper my hand, the work of my hands. So I'm looking forward to you joining me as a member, as a family member. So how do you do that? You go on Buy Me a Coffee. This is where you go. I'll put the link below. You buy me a coffee, you put your details, your name and address in it, and you click a button to say keep it private so no one else can see it but me. They send me an email to say that you've bought me a coffee from $20. If you wish to donate more, I'm very, very grateful, but I'm not a beggar. I don't want to beg. No, I've been on the streets and I don't want to beg. I don't beg. One man gave me $20. I woke up, old man gave me $20 and walked by. I just sat up and said, I'm not poor, I'm not begging. And he was about 30 feet away from me and he just turned round. And he pointed and said, no, you're full of faith. I've never met that man before. Never met him. Never known, never seen him since. I wasn't begging, but he gave me $20 and said, no, you're full of faith. That's the Lord. So, with this, buy me a coffee it's buymeacoffee.com/Australia My Home. That's the email, that's the web address, https buymeacoffee.com/Australia My Home. And you can donate $20 or more if you wish, and you can make it monthly. And then your address will come to me every month, and I will send you the family pack. I can't send you the photo frame. Couple reasons. One, it's glass. It can break. Oh, I could take the glass out. No, it's nice with the glass. It makes it really shiny. And the postage is it's too dear, too much postage. Can you imagine if I sent 5 picture frames through? You can buy 3 picture frames for $5 to $6 at Spotlight or Target, or no, not Target, Spotlight, online. But if I sent 5 picture frames through, that would cost me maybe $20 in postage alone. So you can buy 6 for $10 yourself. That's why I don't provide them. Come on, common sense land. And key rings you can get for about $5 at the Chinese shop. They're quite lovely. The Chinese shops have so wonderful quality stuff at a good price. So you go and buy me a coffee and you can join. If you just want to say thank you for your monthly freebies for $2 or $3 a month or something, you can do the same. Any buy me a coffee under $20 will be accepted as a gift. You won't get your pack. It has to be $20 or more. So I appreciate that very, very, very much. Now, look around. This is an example of what I did. I printed some paper tissues, hankies, you know, paper tissues. I printed my tea towel on them. So, but they're $2 each to make, very expensive. So I can't do anything with that. That's not going to work. And too bulky. But I did this. I made this. Now I haven't sold this yet. Australia, can you see that? Australia, My Home tea towel with 12 of my prints on. It's a lovely quality tea towel. It's soft. It's wonderful. I have washed them. The ink doesn't run. I'm really absolutely thrilled with these tea towels. They're so quality. They're lovely. I don't know what you think. Leave your comment. But I'm believing I want to sell these for $20, $20 each. Postage included. Free postage included, in other words. So $20, you can buy tea towels in shops for about $17 to $25 with pictures of animals and pictures of Australia and things like that. But this is my artwork I'm selling to raise money so I can get off my sickness benefit and make a living for myself. And teach people how to do this as well, do a snail club. You're going to follow me, I hope, to see how this develops. Let's see where it develops. How many thousands am I going to get, or am I only going to get 2 people? Excuse me. So, but I haven't printed any. I've only printed these. So I did print about, how many did I print? I think I printed about 8 or 15. I gave them away. Gave them away to people. But this is my last one I've got. So what you can do, this is where I'm going. Get on with it, Philip. Stop waffling. You can email me. The details are on here as well about the tea towel. It's on the back. How you can let me know if you're interested in wanting a tea towel. $20, free postage. If you want 2, it's $35. I give you a $5 discount for 2. And if great gift for the grandma and granddad. Get him to do the tying up. Grandma can wash, granddad can dry. Or fellowship group, or club membership. If you have a fellowship group and you're looking for a little gift for everyone, or a goodbye present for you've had a meeting, you've been on a course for a week and you want to give a little present away to people in Australia. So Australia, my home. Tea towel, great little present. So if you want to order in bulk, yes, do contact me, and I can offer you more discount, hopefully. Not a lot, but all discounts better than nothing. So how do you inquire about the tea towel? And if you're interested in the Australia, my home, Australia, my home tea towel, if you're interested in this, email me. Philip with 1 L. It's 1 L if it's a first name, 2 L's if it's a second name, and last. Phillips has 2 L's as well. So it's Philip with 1 L. PhilipNormanBradley at gmail.com. PhilipNormanBradley@gmail.com. Send me an email saying, I'm interested in your tea towel. Let me know. And when I'm ready to see what interest, how many I need to order. They're not cheap to be ordering and delivering. So I need to know. And then I can get an order and I can email you back saying, buy me a coffee for this much money, $20. Put your address in with your tea towel, and I'll send you the tea towel or tea towel if you wish. Now, I want you to enjoy watching me progress with my Snail Australia, my home Snail Mail Club. And if you're thinking about it yourself, hopefully I'm going to make some videos to teach you about how I do the printing, the process, the logistics, meaning that, because I never understood what the word logistics was for years, the setup, how to do this, how to post it. It's a long process. It has taken me so long to work out how I can do this because there was a problem. And that's my problem, trying to sell these pictures and paintings of mine. You just can't do it. There's not like I did it years ago where I went out with this condogram with Condom Clive postcard. I met a man who said, look, I'll sell them for you. And he sold them all around the country, Carnaby Street in London and Brighton and Blackpool, all this all around the country. And they were very successful. 30,000 cards in the first year. Then the crash occurred. So that made us a big recession. So, but today it doesn't work that way. I can't find a distributor. Anyone out there who's a distributor, yes, come and talk to me if they want to put them in the shops in this lot. But I did contact one company in Western Australia. Would you be interested in selling my product? If it's ugly, yeah, fine. Don't bother. But they came back with a very nice letter, but they only make their own. Well, aren't you interested? These are new products, mugs, drip mats, car stickers, and all sorts of things with my artwork on. Done in a unique way, a colourful way, a bright way. Everything when I got to Australia 4 years ago, I'm sorry, but everything I look at, everything's grey. Grey rooms, grey walls, grey. What happened to colour? Anyway, so this is my setup. I've got my leaflets I print, put them in my Australia spring water tubs. A little tip for you. If you're getting on like me and you're puffing and panting, the Lord let alone my I'm a plumber. I didn't click. They put fluoride in water, and they say it's good for your teeth. Oh, really? Oh, they came with an idea back in 1953. I think the first time was 1953 in America. They put fluoride in water, and it's good for your teeth. Well, I don't see. Sorry, I see an abundance of dentists, and they're all booked up. So I don't get that, because I realise now fluoride obviously needs to go in water. It is a poison to keep your water fresh from bacteria. Because if your neighbour goes away for a month's holiday and there's no fluoride, that water is going to go stagnant in the pipe. And when you draw your water in your tap, it will draw the water, the stagnant water, into your drinking water. So it has to have fluoride to keep it healthy. But there's a problem with fluoride. It affects your B12. Now, your B12 is what we need to grab the oxygen that comes in our body through water or breathing, and then it puts it into the muscles. But fluoride affects the effect of B12, and it stops the oxygen getting out of water and breathing. It restricts your breathing oxygen to get into your muscle. That's why you feel weak and tired, because your B12 isn't working efficiently. And I learned in this country there's a massive B12 deficiency. So the Lord told me one day while I was brushing my teeth, don't brush your teeth with water, fluoride toothpaste. Start drinking Australia spring water. And if I could, well, it's already been sold in the shops anyway. It went up from, what was it, about $6 to $7 now for 10 litres. Listen, you buy wine, you buy fruit juice, you buy cans of Coke. 70 cents on a litre of spring water. Not kidding you. There's no argument. It's common sense. Because it has no fluoride in it. And I started to drink the spring water. I cook in the spring water. I brush my teeth in the spring water. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a plumber. And I didn't work it out until the Lord showed me. Because a week later, a week after drinking spring water and never touching a drop of tap water, I could walk up the stairs puffing less. I could walk up hills puffing less. Because now my B12 isn't being affected, which is grabbing the oxygen and putting it in my muscles that I need to walk and climb upstairs. What a massive difference. That's not a conspiracy theorist. That's a testimony. You'll get a lot more from this channel. Just the Snail Mail Club, I'm not kidding you. So, spring water, drink it. Go for it. Give it a try. And I tell you what else you can do. Don't believe you'll boil the water out. No. I was in a hairdresser's having my hair done. Doesn't take long, trust me. So I'm having a hairdresser and they offer me a coffee. I never thought about it because normally when I have a coffee, I have a latte made out of milk. So they brought the coffee to me, and obviously they've made instant coffee with water from the tap, the hairdresser. As I put it to my nose, I could smell the fluoride even before I could drink it. Why? Because I've been drinking fresh water for about a year. Spring water. I could smell the fluoride. more than the coffee. Oh, I thought, well, maybe I better drink it, not to offend, you know what I mean? So I took a drink. Oh, I could taste the fluoride more than the coffee. I couldn't believe it because I haven't been drinking the fluoride. It now, obviously, I can detect it. I didn't drink the coffee. I couldn't drink the coffee. And if I go to restaurants or anything like that, cafes and this, I won't have a cup of tea. I won't have an instant coffee, and I won't have water from the tap. I won't. I don't, because I can smell the fluoride and taste it instantly. Because I have been drinking this now, getting on 2 years now. Australian spring water, cold. Oh. Australia spring water. If you like to, if you like to sponsor me, Australia spring water, because I'm not getting paid adverts for this. All other fresh spring waters as well will do the same. Okay, but if you want to, I will sponsor you, because Australia spring water and all the other fresh spring waters, as long as they are spring waters, the Lord knows what you do. I want to thank you. It changed my health. Well done. And bad one to cold. I'm sure it's. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. I'm sure it's $4.50 for one of these. $45 a litre. 10 litres in a tub. I've cut the top off so I can use it as this. I'm sure it's $4.50. It went up to $7 in the summertime. Before this petrol business and oil situation. Because in summertime people drink water, so they make money out of it. Mr. Cold, God's going to judge you. I'm not kidding you. And if you do not repent and get baptized correctly, and I baptize people in the Holy Ghost, you are going to spend eternity in the sun, a lake of fire, in torment day and night without rest, because that's what God promises you, because you've chosen it. Do not, Mr. Cole, rip people off. This company has to get this water, they have to put it in the tubs, they have to make a living themselves. Make sure you pay Australia Spring Water and all the other water companies that have spring water, you pay them properly. And all the farmers and all the food producers, you make sure, because God is going to make sure you starve for eternity in the lake of fire. And be very thirsty, because you'll never have a drop of water, just like the rich man. Rich man on earth treated a poor beggar badly. But in hell, the waiting room for the lake of fire, and cast out in the darkness, which is the sun, it's the lake of fire, that's where you're going to go. He was begging Lazarus for a drop of water to quench his tongue. He couldn't get it. Calls everyone. Key rings. And these are all my inserts. They've all got different pictures on them. And I thought to myself, shall I do the key rings with different pictures on? But then you might get frustrated because you're still trying to look for the next picture or the next picture, and you just keep getting the same pictures. So I decided every month that I would send out the same picture. Every month you'll get this July, because you've got to send your envelopes before the 20th of June, so I can process them. And then this first week of July, they'll be posted. So you're going to get it depending on the postage system. Now, I've thought about not doing this yet because of the oil situation. But, you know, we're going to go through a bad time that's coming up. Believe me, we are. So let's see what happens. Let's hopefully your post will get to you. So every month you're going to get a new picture, a new card of a different picture. So you can collect them and enjoy them, and your kiddies too. For free. 25. There's not 24 here. There's about, I don't know, about 15. Look at that. For free. Pictures on your wall, everything of Australia. Your tea towel you can enjoy. Great present. Or two, $35 for two, $20 for one, postage included. And if you're a group, a fellowship, or anything like that, or you're on a course and you want to leave a little present for people, you know, contact me for discounts. But email me, philipnormanbradley@gmail.com, Philip with one L. Email, let me know so I can work out how many I need to order, and then I can contact you and then start the process. Now, just to let you know, keyrings on school bags. Brilliant how many buses have left bags on in libraries. Keyring. Oh, someone's left. Oh, what's this? I'm lost. Open for reward. Oh, that's a nice picture. Australia, my home. Uluru, Ayers Rock, Northern Territory. Open it up and see. Oh, hang on. What's this? There's a phone number. His name's Philip, who owns this bag. A kiddie called Philip or Janet. And there's the phone number. I'll text them or phone them and say, I found your bag, found your school bag. Send your envelope in so the kids can protect their bags for free. This is my umbrella. It's a seat as well. But it's $365. It's expensive. It's a walking stick as well. And I've got a keyring on it in case I lose it, because I don't want to lose $365 of it. If you lose this, how's it going to get back to you? But in here is my phone number you can text. Yeah. The next videos, I'll start to show you my printing setup, my printing, logistics and everything. Where to get your paper from? Post office, $7.50 for 250. That's not bad, is it? Card, very expensive. Stickers, sheets to print on, very, very expensive. But I'll show you what you do and how you do it. God bless you all.